Hello Panda friends, in this video I am going to flip through my Hobonichi Cousin for this year. It got a bit chunky. It is not finished in a sense that I wanted to go back and fill out pages that I did not, and I decided against it. There are a couple videos on my channel where I kind of am sad about this planner not being completely filled up and there being empty pages, and I have really been trying to embrace that. I think it's one of my perfectionist tendencies that I want to fill this up like every page so that it's perfect and it's perfectly filled up, but it would take me a long time and I don't have that time, and also I don't have the patience, to be honest, to go back and fill out pages. So it is not completely filled up. There are a lot of empty pages, there are a lot of started and not finished spreads, so just wanted to let you know, because it's fine actually to not fill it up. So the word of the year for 2023 was transformation for me, and I feel like this really did happen for me this year. I went to therapy and I feel like a lot of my anxiety and mindset and the way that I kind of talk to myself did change, and I do feel a real transformation happened for me this year, and I feel like a completely different person now than I was at the beginning of the year. So this was my word. And then I tipped in this inbox vellum at the beginning of the year, and I did not use it very much but I thought it was cute. So these pages I intended to use as an index, and I went back a couple months ago and I did fill out some of it, but these are empty, and this is one of the things that I meant. I really did intend on going back and filling these in, but I don't really see a value in it, I think, because I don't think I'm gonna go and search for different things. So it was a nice idea. I'm sure it would have looked great filled out but it's just not worth my time, to be honest. I'm going to shelf this planner at the end of the year and I might flip through it, but I don't think I'm going to look for any specific kind of information in here. So that's that. Now the monthlies were kind of like a sentence a day kind of thing, and I also did not manage to keep up with these. So there are a couple that are filled out, but then there are some that are not and this was also something that I thought I'm gonna go back and I fill it in, but I don't think there is a purpose to it. So these are empty and that's just how it is. So the weeklies, I tried using the weeklies for a long while, and then I decided that this kind of spread is not my cup of tea, so I stopped using them. But I never intended also to go back and fill out the weeklies. I knew once I decided that it's not for me that I'm gonna stop. But I think I like these spreads, how they turn out. It's just not my, well, it was not my cup of tea, and now I am in a common planner in a B6 and I love the weekly, so I think I was unsure of how to use these. So At some point it was 2. At some point I decided to just stop, and that's fine, because I feel like the main feature of this planner are the daily pages anyways. So yeah, but I did try to keep up with the weeklies. This was definitely backfilled, so this was also exam season, so it was a bit chaotic. And there we go. Here I tried to map out a new kind of layout that I used later on. These were my sterling ink PR days. That's why every spread was sterling ink. So this was that spread that I mentioned, where I mapped it out. This is what I came up with, and I thought this would work better for me, and it did not. So I literally just used it for a week and a half, not even. So, and I think that was my last try, yeah, for a weekly. So this was my vision board for this year. A lot of, like, well, not a lot of, but like butterflies for my word transformation, and like some pictures. This was like a true collage. Nowadays I just do like a vision board on Canva and print it out and put it in. I'm not like really collaging stuff, but it's cute, so that's that. And then we have the dailies, and I have like a love-hate relationship with these pages. I love them because it is just so satisfying to have a year of my life in this book, and so much journaling and stickers and washi and everything, and I put so much energy and effort into this planner. But I was very stressed because of these pages, and I was like feeling guilty in the evening when I was not in the mood to fill out a whole page or to even just touch my planner. Sometimes I just don't want to. Sometimes things that bring me joy usually don't anymore, or I'm, you know, just in a mild depressive episode, and nothing that ever brought me joy seems like a thing that I want to do. So that happens often in the evening when I had like a long day or I had a bad day. I just don't feel like doing anything, not even looking at my planner. And I think the fact that I had a lot of empty pages in here, which made me feel bad about myself, also made that worse in the evening, because I was dreading pulling this planner out and seeing like the last 3 days like empty or something, and then feeling like I need to go back and fill them out, even though it's like such a chore, I feel like, to like think about something to write about like 3 days ago. So it gave me a lot of bad feelings, but it also gave me a lot of good feelings. So it was really a mixed bag for me, but I referred to this planner as my favorite child throughout the year, because I had a lot of planners, and this was definitely the one that I always wanted to fill out, and also the one that I really felt guilty about not filling out. So let's look through the dailies. I started out with like habit trackers, and I thought I'm gonna do that the whole year, and then I did not, but that's fine. And I also made a vision board for every month, because it always had like one of these title pages. So I started out with these habit trackers and a little bit of journaling and just a plain like to-do list, like all in one. And I'm pretty sure this is one of my favorite spreads in here. And I think I posted on Instagram that I peaked on the 7th of January already for the year, and that kind of was true. There are a couple other spreads in here that I love, but I feel like these turned out great. And then I also had a little gratitude log, a lot of journaling, some stamps as well. And around here I was already like unsure of what to do on these pages, so it's a bit chaotic and messy. On this day I remember that I really wanted to put down things that meant something to me and not just like random stickers. So I printed out a photo from Interstellar because it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I printed out some butterflies because transformation was my word, so these two meant something to me. Like, you know, these ones are cute, but these are just random pictures. These do not speak to my soul in a way that, for example, a still from my favorite movie does. So, but I love this spread, so don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with having like generic pictures. I use them a lot in my planner, but sometimes I feel like I want to make my pages a little bit more personal, and then I pull out stuff like that. I love a good coffee theme, as you are going to notice in this planner. And then I did a little bit of a summary and the review on the last day of January. And then we are into February now. I have a new vision board, some goals, and I did continue with the habit tracker, but not for long. So I filled out the ones that I had data on, like sleep tracker, because I stopped filling these out in the middle of the month. So I did not know my water intake anymore, but I did have data for my sleep and my steps and kind of my mood according to my journaling entries. And this was also the month where I realized that I have been gluing in a lot of thick paper and everything, and it's getting a bit chunky, so I decided to create more spreads with just pen. I mean, not all of them, but some of them are just pen. And also to not just put stickers here all the time, but maybe a little bit more in the middle as well, so it's not so bottom heavy. Some more pen on me, more pen on me, and then went all out with stickers. More pen, and then trying to put some stickers in this space as well, and switching it up a little bit, putting it at the top and over here, and making a little bit of a different layout. I did not have a to-do list on here, so I'm pretty sure these are filled in after the fact. Another summary and review, and then March goals. And we have the first empty pages. I wanted to use these for a Taylor rank. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's basically ranking all Taylor Swift songs. So you just, you know, shuffle and then put the song that comes up at a spot on your list, and then once it's written down you can't move it anymore, so it's, you know, it's kind of fun. But I never got around to do it, so these pages are empty. And I marked the empty pages with these Oh wait, is there like two glued together? I don't know. Yeah, those are two. Okay. I marked them with these sticky notes. So a lot of empty pages in March. And then I use these, like these were empty and I wanted to take some notes. The to-do list was already on the page, but other than that it was empty. So I just took some notes on it, and then there are some more journaling pages. And this is where I started to do it a little bit differently, I think. No, just this page where I divided my to-do list into personal and work. But then I just ditched that and did something else. Just went back to my basic to-do list. But here we have work and personal. So, and then I have things I want to learn or try out, and the bucket list, and I never put anything on it, so that's just how it is. But I did try to put down some things, because on one day I had this random thought that there is like so many things that I want to learn and it would be great to have that list somewhere so I don't have to think about it all the time. So I did make this list. Yeah, and that was March. And then we have this daily self-care and unwind routine. And then last day of March, I had a post-exam review, which was interesting. And then we have April and a new vision board. And just the normal to-do list and a lot of journaling. Got my night guard here. I started yoga with Adrian again. I started that for like 10 times already, and I never managed to finish one, so just how it is. It was an emotionally intense time, apparently. And then I had 2 more empty pages, and there are a lot more later on, but I just did my birthday tarot here. My birthday is not in April, it's in July, but I just picked empty pages and these were empty, so. And here is the questions that correspond to the cards. More empty pages. And then half a page, like half a spread empty. I tried to do these, but I did not finish. I have some washi samples. More empty pages. And then May. May vision board and May goals, and empty. This is actually a holiday, so yeah, I guess I had not much to do. We are back to the usual to-do list and journaling, trying to spread out the stickers a bit more here as well, and then some empty space. And I'm pretty sure I was on the PR team for Sterling Ink during this time. That's why I have a lot of Sterling Ink stickers all over the place. And then I was rewatching The Vampire Diaries, so I just put down some stills from that because I love it. So this was also kind of like a let me put something down that is more personal to me kind of spread. Got some more empties. I was at a conference, that's why it says day 2 and day 3 of the conference. I wanted to write about that, but I never did. And I could now, but it's not like I can really remember everything, so I just feel like it is pointless. Well, we have some more bottom heavy decorations, and then some more spread out, more empties. And in June, starting with an empty page. I told you there is a lot of empty pages in here. I destroyed my fountain pen on this day, so my writing is awful with this other pen. Some more sterling ink. This turned out a pretty weird way, I feel like. This also a little bit weird spread, but I liked this one even though I was not on holiday at all. I really like this one even though it's like pretty simple, because this was the sterling ink pre-order. Oh my god, in June. Wow, that's just crazy. Okay, more empties. And then July is my birth month, so that's always exciting. Had a lot of stress with uni at this time. End of July is my birthday, and end of July is always exam season in Germany, so that's always a great time for me. Not being able to celebrate my birthday because I have to study for exams. I started spreads and never finished them. And I think this is where I really started to divide my to-do list into different sections. No, maybe not. Maybe yes. I don't know, because I have it here, but I don't have it here. I guess I did not do much today because it says a lot of crying, so probably did not have enough to divide it up. Ah, yeah, and this is where I started this structured spread with the divided up to-do list, a little bit of decoration at the top, daily highlights, and then journaling or like gratitude list or whatever. I got these stamps on this day, I'm pretty sure, so I just stamped all over the place to try them out. And I kept this kind of layout for a long while after this. This was a reflection on my birthday and some goals for my next year in my life, so for 28 to 29. And then it's August. As I mentioned, I kept to this structure. It really did work for me, and it actually did work for me until the end of the year. I just got bored of it a little bit. So I did change it up a bit now at the end of the year, but and now September, a little bit of an August reflection. I watched Oppenheimer, which is now my favorite movie of all time. So this had to be like put down somewhere. But I'm pretty sure also that I'm pretty sure that I wrote about it. Maybe not. I don't know. But it was great. And then September, already pulled out the pumpkins. more empties, and then October, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of empty pages. Yeah. And here is where I used my own stickers from my own shop for the first time. So I'm pretty sure these were like cut not correctly, so I just used them in my planner. These are from my shop as well, and I basically just use my stickers on these pages because I was like so excited that I can make stickers now. So these are not my stickers anymore, so just so you know. And then already November. So sad sometimes that I decorated these breads and never wrote in them, but that's just how it is. And that was November, and we are already in December. And this is where I kind of switched it up a little bit. I left out the highlight and went back to just journaling, and I also added a little bit of a section here for like brain dump, because I felt like it. Did a little bit of a quote here, and then tried something else on these pages. I got a Pentel Energel Cleaner, and so I was trying that out. I put self-care activities at the top, a little bit of journaling, brain dump, more journaling, and then the same here, self-care activities, journaling, brain dump, journaling, and the same thing on these pages. And then I tried something different on here and I never filled it out, but but yeah, that's the very last spread in here. It is the 26th today, by the way, so we will see if I use any of these pages. There are blank pages in the back that I never used. I wanted to put my semester schedule here and I never did. And then I have some favorites here. Oppenheimer, obviously, The Queen's Gambit. I love that series. Homemade pizza. We made a lot of homemade pizza this year. We got a pizza oven, so it's great. And this song by Kenya Grace, it's called Strangers. It was on repeat this year. And I wanted to list 100 wins and I never kept up with it, so that's that. And I might do this one picture a month thing because I'm pretty sure I can find a picture for every month and just glue it in so that I have like an overview. I wanted to do a daily SPF tracker and I did not finish it. And then the pen is here and I'm pretty sure that's it. So, and it also got like pretty dirty, so, but it's very chunky and it's super satisfying to look at and to flip. So yeah, that was my cousin. All in all, I love this planner, and even though it stressed me out a lot, I don't know if I'm now less stressed. I'm gonna use a common planner next year, and that does not have any structure in the dailies, where in the notes pages, so maybe that's even more stressful. We will see. But yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I also have an Instagram account if you want to follow me over there. And other than that, I hope you have an awesome day and that we see each other very soon. Until then, bye.